I ordered my Osmo Pocket 3 and it showed up a day later. I was so excited, and it is almost the perfect camera. Now, there are some things that DJI could have done better, some things they could still fix in a firmware update, but I love shooting with this thing. I love what it can do. I'm not gonna waste your guys' time on all of what came in the creator combo kit and all that. You can see on any site where you're going to go purchase your Pocket 3 what comes in there. And any questions about that has already been answered by the YouTubers that got it sent to them well ahead of time. The one thing that was a little bit kind of off that I did notice, a lot of them were like, hey, it comes with this clip that holds it so you can mount it to GoPro stuff. Doesn't come with it. It's about 30 bucks for that thing. It comes with the black Pro Mist filter. Does not come with the black Pro Mist filter. It is an extra edition. You have to purchase it. About $50 for that. Their ND set that DJI makes is $60 with 3 ND filters. It is a pretty big range of ND, but I feel like other companies are going to make some equal parts. I'm going to wait and see what they offer before I order the one from DJI. That's up to you though. But I do want to talk about some key features on this that make this one of my favorite cameras that I've ever used. And then I'll tell you the things that I don't necessarily like so much. And throughout this video, I'm going to show you shots that I've done with this over the last couple days and go shoot some today too. The screen is bigger. It's huge. It's awesome. Comparatively to the Pocket 2, I've done like 30 some videos on the Pocket 2 and the size difference is crazy. That being said, it doesn't feel too big. It feels perfect for getting steady shots, feeling like you can get true gimbal movements. With the Pocket 2, you kind of felt like it was too small to do like true gimbal movements. I could do them, but it was convenient, but not convenient at the same time. Like you had to really try to make it look like you would off of a full-size gimbal. With the Pocket 3, it doesn't feel like that at all. You can do vertical or portrait mode with the Pocket 3, and you do just do that by switching your screen, or there's a menu setting to change it. Even if you're on horizontal screen, you can swipe down from the top and change it that way, and then it will just show up vertically there. But I don't know why you would want to do that, because then you're not utilizing the full screen. So definitely the best route is rotating the screen. When you get it, it's set to shut off. I turn that off on mine, because shutting it off is not hard. You just push and hold the record button, it shuts off. So I didn't need it to shut off every time I flip the screens. It does kick it down to 3K, but a trick that nobody's really talking about, and you could do this with the Pocket 2, is that if you just rotate the camera sideways, it will automatically reorient in post that you are shooting vertically and you're still getting that full 4K. So that's a clarification that nobody else has really said, and I felt like it needed to be said. So if you really want the full 4K, you can do this. Now, it was sad that they didn't make it so the gimbal actually rotated for vertical shooting, but I understand. That's a lot to work into this thing. They gave us a 1-inch sensor and some pretty cool background blur with it. Another key feature that the Pocket 3 provides is the opportunity to do product showcase mode. All you got to do is put a product closer to the camera than you, and it shows it off. Doesn't matter what it is. What about this pen? That's pretty cool. My Sony ZV-E10 is going bye-bye because one of the only reasons I'm using that for my YouTube videos is because of the product showcase mode. Otherwise, I'd be using my FX30 all the time instead of using the Sony ZV-E10, because I love the picture quality out of the FX30 over the ZV-E10, but the picture quality out of this is fantastic. Definitely the best creator camera on the market, because you can do stuff like this and I don't have to hide my face. Most cameras, if they don't have this like product showcase mode, gotta hide my face so that it focuses on this. That makes it so that this might be a better choice than like a Sony ZV-1 or a ZV-E10. The only reason you might want a ZV-E10 instead is just the ability to switch out the lenses. The Sony ZV-1, the ability to zoom with an optical zoom. I'd really like to see a company provide like a couple times, like a 1.5 or a 2 times telephoto adapter for it. That would be really nice for me, just so that you have a range in shooting. Obviously, you're not going to use it for vlogs, but for catching cinematic shots. Before I get into my gripes, I want to talk about the amazing wireless microphone that it comes with. And for that, I'm just going to go out and shoot with it, and we'll talk there. I'm currently recording with the wireless microphone right now, and it's awesome. So it's the DJI Mic 2, which means there's probably going to be putting out a kit that is just this mic transmitter and receiver, probably a 2 mic kit like the original one. Hopefully you can buy all the parts individually so that you can use this mic with another camera, as well as add another microphone to the Pocket 3, because the Pocket 3 does have the option to connect 2 of these with it, allowing you to do a multiple person mic setup. Can't wait to be able to do stuff like that with it. But as of right now though, you can record with this microphone to another camera, because as long as you have scratch audio from the other camera, you hit record on this and it'll record internally, and then you can sync up that audio in post. 99% of cameras out there don't have this one key feature that this microphone has, and that is recording in 32-bit float. If you don't know what 32-bit float is, it's kind of like a large dynamic range of audio, meaning it's like next to impossible to blow out the mic with your audio by like yelling into it. For instance, straight out of the camera, the recording internally on the Pocket 2, I'm going to replay that internally. And as you can see, you can yell into the microphone, you can whisper into the microphone, and it'll still pick it up, and you can wind up, you can talk real far away, and it'll still pick it up. It's not going to all be leveled out, but you can adjust it in post. Another feature about this little microphone that's awesome, you can start and stop recording on the Pocket 3 with the microphone. You use the link button for that. So just tapping the link button starts and stops recording. You can turn on and off your wind noise on the microphone, your noise reduction on the microphone. I have it off right now because I have the dead cat on here. I don't like how artificial noise reduction makes my voice sound, so I currently just don't have it on. I'm gonna go shoot some stuff with this, take my son to go pick his pumpkin out, and then we'll conclude this with what I don't like about it. I'm shooting in my RV because I wanted to test out the low light mode and just make sure that it's nice and what it's supposed to be. All the other videos out there made me not really doubt it though. What I'm monitoring on here looks really nice. I'm hoping it looks nice to you guys. Overall, this camera is blowing my mind. You get like a nice defocused background. I'm probably going to sell my Sony ZV-E10 just because I have my FX30 that's my go-to camera when I'm really trying to do a professional job, and I don't feel ashamed whipping this out instead of putting my FX30 on a gimbal to get some gimbal shots to match up. Believe me, you're going to be seeing a lot of videos from me. So if you're interested in all the other stuff I'm going to be saying about the Pocket 3 and all the videos I'm going to make over the next year or so, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of those videos. Now, the things that are bothering me a little bit, you cannot change your gimbal mode on the main screen. You have to swipe down from the top and then select the gimbal mode. The weird thing about that is you have a button on the main screen that allows you to switch front and back, like to the gimbal switches where it's placed, but you also can triple click the joystick to do that. I'm gonna go inside and get on my other camera so I can show you the other stuff I'm gonna say, so let's do that. All right, back inside. So yeah, the fact that you can't change your gimbal mode, like change it to follow or tilt lock, or FPV on the main screen bothers me. They could easily replace this button with that. This is to switch the direction of it. The problem with this being here is that also to do that, you just triple tap your joystick and it does the same thing. So they either need to change the triple tap to change your follow mode, or they need to make this button to change your follow mode. That's easy, or give us the option to manually change what we have on our screen in the menu. That's definitely a firmware update, and they definitely can do that. The other thing that bothers me about this camera that I was kind of excited about and I'm a little bit disappointed in is the action of the joystick. Now, I understand that because of the lack of other buttons, they needed it to have push button functionality, but I was hoping with the looks of the joystick that it was going to be a smoother joystick, and then you'd be able to like slowly move it if you want to. Now you can change the speeds in the settings, but you can't like slowly push it. It's go or don't go. So there's no like gradual. So I really wish that it was like very smooth without a click to the side, and it looked like it was gonna be. But I understand that they because they're using it as a button, it has to click to move. Otherwise, when you pushed it in, you'd accidentally be moving the gimbal. So maybe they should have thought of that and added a different button. It seems like you should have a smooth moving joystick. It's not a deal breaker. The other thing that could be a deal breaker or not be a deal breaker is that it doesn't have a water resistant rating. Although with my Pocket 2, I had it in the rain a lot and stuff like that, and I never had a problem with it. Definitely don't dunk it in water, you're gonna ruin it. Another couple things they could add in a future iteration or a pro iteration of this is an optical zoom and an adjustable aperture. Now, I am very happy with the aperture they gave us. It's given us a nice background blur that's not extreme, but it gives you that depth of field, and it just looks so pleasing. Like, so it's a really good, they chose nicely. Overall, this is an incredible upgrade from this. Price difference is quite a bit though. Depending on what state you're in, you might be spending over $700 for the creator combo. I did. So with my taxes, it went over $700, and that's rough, but it's still cheaper than most mirrorless cameras, and it does a lot. You're not getting a mirrorless camera, a dang good wireless mic with 32-bit float, and a gimbal for this price. So you're getting an amazing bang for your buck, regardless if it's a lot more than what the Pocket 2 is. That being said, Pocket 2s are going to go down in price, and this is still a fantastic camera. So hopefully they'll go down in price. You would have thought a 3-year-old camera would have already gone down in price, but I guess they stuck to their guns with inflation. And do leave comments on any questions that you have about what I've said today or things I may not have covered that you're curious about. I'm really good at responding to comments, unlike a lot of the big YouTubers out there that got it sent to them ahead of time for free and had to do their reviews, because I asked some of the questions that I answered today and none of them responded. So I'm glad I ordered mine and was able to answer those questions for myself and for you guys. If this video helped you out in making a purchase decision or just kind of helped you understand the camera, please hit the like button. And again, subscribe, bell notification, because I've got a lot more coming on this camera. If it's anything like my Pocket 2, and to prove it, there's my Pocket 2 playlist. You can go check out all that if you're interested in possibly getting a less expensive version of this. And go shoot something awesome. Don't forget to post your work. I will see you guys next week with definitely another video on this one. Peace out. Later, guys. Thanks for watching.